Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and we found the Gladiator. It's just a refight. I'm not quite sure from which fight. It might have been when the Princesa de Asturias was ran away from the battleship. And we also have the Turel with her. Chance to take on a light cruiser? Well, why not? Might as well give it a go. To the north. Turel, freshly refitted. Here's the enemy. Oh, she's a little bit damaged. Oh, and we lost her again. She might be too fast for the Princesa to catch up to. Is there any problem? So this might be a bit of a ghost battle. Here's the old AI on-off trick. If you don't know what that is, if you are trying to chase down an enemy, if you press the AI control on, it will automatically head towards the enemy ship. And if you press the button, or press just the one key to turn it off again, then it'll let you lock on without actually knowing where it is, which is kind of helpful. Yeah, I think our best bet is to try and catch up to her with the Turel, and maybe put some torpedoes into her, slow her up, and then sink her with the Princesa. Not expecting the 3-inch guns to do very much. We can get an ID, we can get a speed. There we go. 24.3. Yeah, so she's much faster than the Princesa. So we're going to have to try and slow her up a bit. I know the HE shell's going to get blocked, but at least I can set the odd fire. Now, the other problem is the AI is going to do its avoiding thing where it keeps its stern facing you constantly. Meters away. Duds. Dud and a miss. Well, isn't that just typical? Call that a failure then. If that torpedo hadn't been a dud, we would have got it, but it's not going to work. Can't really fault the Tyrell's crew there. They tried their very best. Gladiator, a lucky escape. More transport losses. We've still got... Nope, they're commissioning up. Excellent. I've got another 3 million. I'm going to get some more destroyers. We'll be going over a little bit, building 3, but let's go for it. That'll give us 10 total in the class, which is pretty much what I'm after. But yeah, we're running into problems just having the funds to maintain a fleet. So what I might think about doing, actually, is to get the older ships, those armoured cruisers, put in, no, maybe not mothballs, but we'll take them off sea control. We've got an ambush going on. Oh, I'm just going to ignore that fight. I hate them. Okay. So, go by class. That'll be these ones, the Baptistas. So, if we take the Baptistas, and we're just going to take them off sea control, we're going to put them on to defend, because we really don't need them out there. And to be honest, I think the same for the light cruisers. They are really not very effective. New destroyers can go onto sea control though. And I'm just going to ignore this fight. There is absolutely no way this is going to go well. And I will be back once I have successfully disengaged. Welcome back. We successfully escaped. As, you know, fairly inevitable. I just wish we had a bit of finer control. You know, a standing orders screen or something where you could go, hey, destroyers, I don't want you to do ambushes. Or I don't want you to do convoy attacks. I don't know why you would want to do that. But, you know, don't engage in this kind of mission. Like, these missions, yes. These missions, no. That would be really nice. We are, however, getting a few more destroyers here and there, which is good. I'm going to move one destroyer down here to Santa Cruz. And I'm going to move one from Malaga to Kabir, and we've got another spare ones. Get one up here in Bilbao. Command that to Algiers, just so that we have destroyer coverage. I've actually got 3 down in Port Sudan, which is absolutely fine. And with that, we'll just end the turn and see what happens. Fighting in Africa, but otherwise, again, quiet. Oh, we finished building the shipyard upgrade. That's fantastic. It's so expensive to keep going with that. And kind of need... Really? I don't care about the... At least there's literally nothing else it could research. Yeah, because we're going to need a lot of money for new ships. Just wondering, do I order another batch of destroyer? Do you know what? No, because we will get new destroyer designs quite soon, I think. Yeah, we've got the Destroyer 4 coming up. So we'll build some Destroyer 4s to supplement the Destroyer 3s that we just built. Anyway, I'm going to pause the episode here. I'll be back if/when there is some action or I'm building something. Well, it's now March, and we do have a little bit of action. The San Isidro Labrador and the San Pedro Apostol have come up against the Mohawk Pearl and the Nerissa, a San Pascual and a San Pedro Apostol. However, I think this is the first time we've seen the San Pascual actually get to generate a mission, which is very exciting. I don't actually remember being able to use her in a battle before. They've been in service for a while, and they've been doing good work, doing power projection and blockades and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've actually seen them in combat. Good way to compare the two ships. Obviously it has the extra gun turret, but the main difference is the size. Look at that. 16,300-ish tons to more or less 30,000 tons. Bigger ship's actually slightly faster. Much better protection. Not just in the armour, but in the bulkheads as well. Or rather, not the bulkheads, the beam and the draft, because these are reduced beam, reduced draft, I seem to remember. And these are more up-to-date ships. Although we are starting to get to the point where I might start thinking about a refit. Now, the question is whether we're even going to see enemy ships, but it's nice to see these ships can actually generate missions. They just haven't been. RNG doesn't like them, apparently. They've got a nice, stable firing platform. What about pitch and roll? 18 and 12 compared to 22 and 19.6. So, better firing platform. And yeah, the improved bulk has a quality all of its own. Spotted to destroy it. still think there's an LOD issue, because you can see here I'm zoomed all the way in. I have my graphics cranked all the way up, but this half of the ship is using the low quality textures. Draw distance is not something you can configure in the options, but I kind of wish it was. So it'd absolutely be increasing it. Wow, that is a speedy looking torpedo. There we go. Got him. Here come the cruisers. One already beaten up. Oh, by the way, I discovered something new I didn't even know about the game. Thanks to user on the forums. I don't know when this changed. A lot of people say, oh, you should slow down to get the cruise speed bonus, and you can do that. And if that's like how you like to play it, by all means do. Although I tend to zoom around at flank speed the whole time. A lot of people think, though, that it's here because it says so on a tilter. So I don't blame you. You think, oh, you just need to slow down a little bit. No. What you have to do now is you have to look up here, and it says max cruising speed 12.7 knots. So if you want the big accuracy boost, you need to slow down to 12.7 knots on this ship to get the cruise speed bonus up as high as it can be. Obviously, if you slow down, you will get some cruise speed bonus. But if you're a cruise speed bonus person and you're like, why isn't it as good as it used to be? That is why. You need to slow down more than you think. Oh, nice hit from the San Pedro. Pretty much crippled the Mohawk with that hit. But the San Isidoro starting to make that final, and then moving on to the Pearl. Really trying to outdo each other here. But that was very brutal once we got just a couple of hits per ship to knock them out. Good job by both ships. Not exactly a glorious, stunning victory, but nonetheless, a good job. do, 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 do. Alright, and then that's us for a little bit. I think we're still working away on research. Yep. So I'm going to cut the episode. I'm going to be back if and when there's action, just because the turns are starting to take a while now anyway. Welcome back. We've got the Destroyer 4. So I thought, why not build another Destroyer? Again, we don't need them to be super big. Probably a single funnel in them on these will be enough. Just continually pumping out destroyers. Now I could go 5-inch, but I have a suspicion, yeah, it's going to be very difficult to fit. Oh no, they do fit. Twin 5-inch guns, that would be quite a spicy little destroyer. Oh, damn. Okay. Can make this work. Oil. It's nearly everything I would be after anyway. Just need to fix that half weight offset. Maybe if I put the torpedoes here. It's a little bit better. I need to do the armour as well. Now we don't have as much to play with here. Because the turrets have armour, of course. Unlike the previous class. But if you go something like that, basically, you know, the belt and the tower are protected, and the turrets are protected against splinters. But basically nothing else is. But we do have spare displacement. If we keep with the smaller size, so if we go up to, let's call it 1,700 tons. We might be able to get a little bit of main deck armour on the ship. Some extended belts that aren't pathetic. Some superstructure armour. That's a bit more like it. Oh yeah, speed as well. 34. Try 34. And then I only need to drop 4 tons. Something like that. It'd go with an inch. The superstructure armour and our weight of shoes are more or less fixed as well. Just 1%, which I'm sure we can. Don't be annoying. Sure we can fix somehow. 1%. I don't care that much about 1%. It's not a huge deal. So some guns have a poor sector of fire, but I don't know what it's talking about. Terrible pitch and roll, but kind of inevitable on a destroyer. Yeah, these things should be pretty helpful, I'd say. Alright. Let's get them saved. And we'll order up 10 of them, I think. Just lots and lots of destroyers. Will be really helpful to counter the inevitable submarine spam. And also just to make sure that we have ships around. And yeah, we can afford it. Perfect. The other thing I am saving up for, or preparing to have busy shipyards with, is we've got modern cruisers on the way. The modern cruiser tech is going to be done soon. And that is very exciting. So there might be some cruiser designs. Anyway, I'm going to pause again. And I'll be back once something's happening or I'm building a new ship. Welcome back. It's now September. And the Poda has found the Illustrious. Now, this is a difficult matchup. The Poda really shouldn't be doing this, so I'm actually going to withdraw. I don't know, you might be like, nah, what? Wait, what? The Dreadnought 5 obsolete already? I never got to build on it. Oh, well, I guess I've got... Wait, why is the... Okay, the 5 must just be badly named. Because... How's the 5 obsolete? When I've still got the 2 and the 3 of the spare... Okay, please fix that. Anyway, we've got the modernised one. Which is cool. Definitely build something on that. When I finally get the freaking guns that I want to put on it. It's still taking forever. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the... I'm going to put the small battleships on defend. I don't want them going out and doing stupid things. So the Apostols. Whoop. You lot. Defensive posture only. And then we're back to waiting. Research is progressing, but slowly. Hopefully this is finally going to be the gun tick that I've been after. We're 5 months away from modern cruisers, after which I'll take off the priority on cruiser design. And I'll be back if and when there's a fight that I actually want to do. Welcome back. We've got the modern cruiser 1 tech. We get 2 light cruiser hulls. I have some ideas about them, but the problem is they only come out single guns. So I obviously need to invest in the tech that lets you get that, so I'll do that in a moment. But the heavy cruiser is definitely something we can look at. I'm going to go for the small size, simply because, well, yeah, we still need to keep our costs down, and this is going to be a very expensive ship compared to what we used to. In terms of towers, this is the absolute best one, but it is, well, twice as expensive as this one, and it doesn't offer you all that much more. Plus it looks very British, so I'm going to go with this one, which I think is actually a Japanese tower. Anyway, I'm going to go with this one, and for a secondary tower, these ones are all crap. Probably this one, which I know is a British rear tower, but it doesn't look terrible combined like that. It is a little strange looking. But yeah, there's no. I don't want to use this one. It's just a lot of stupid space. This one looks good, but again, it's just too big for what it is. So we're going to go with this one. Yeah, in terms of funnel, I should be able to fit a funnel inside like that. There we go. So it's fairly compact. This hull can get up to 33 knots, no problem. Gun-wise, we have a lot of options. We don't have any Mark IVs yet, so really it's a case of just choosing a cruiser caliber. So I'm looking at rate of fire and potentially accuracy as well. So there's a pretty big accuracy drop off. I think maybe the 10-inch is going to be a good bit. We've got 8s and 9s. Yeah, I think maybe the 10-inch gun is a good bet. Rate of fire is just about okay, just over a minute, around a minute. That's with the triple. Yeah, I think the 10-inch gun, and I think possibly triples ABX might work on this hull. But, actually no, do you know what? I want to have options. So we are going to go 10-inch. Let's get a barbette. Probably works on this one, doesn't it? So I'm initially going to go 8, and we're going to see how that works out in terms of weight. And then secondary guns. I think 5-inch fits. Yeah, a couple of dual 5-inch guns both sides. And it's going to be 2 inches. The triples are huge though. Something like that. They look a little bit weird, but should work. And then, oh, we only get underwater tubes. Okay, then screw that. I was thinking of putting a deck launcher there, but apparently I don't get access to it on this hull. And we're going to go with something like this. It's a bit of a weird looking ship. Can I fit another 5-inch gun in here? Yes, I can. Okay, let's do that. And actually, I'd like another one here. So a very powerful secondary armament. This layout very much designed to deal with the French and their love of light cruisers and destroyers and things. We've got the big guns, and then we've got a very heavy secondary battery, which is accurate. So I went with the twins. Let's sort out the gun lengths. So the 10s, can we make them 45s? Yeah. 45s, 40s, and potentially 50s on the 2-inch. Okay. We will bring depth charges because that's always useful. Standard ratio of shells. We could use turtleback, but I'm not going to. Um, Gonna to have forced boilers to get the engine efficiency up a bit. We can move them to balance later on, I think. But yeah, we're at 96%. Right, now armour-wise, I have been finding I want more armour than I would typically go with. So I typically go with 10 to match the guns. I'm going to go for 12. I'm going to go for a 12-6 scheme. Which is a really nice armour scheme. But this is where I'm going to go massively overweight. And that's kind of what I was worried about. The 5 inches, 3, something like that. And the 2-inch guns, some splinter proofing. Okay, massively overweight. Mostly that mid-belt armour. There's a lot of armour to slap on a cruiser. Can we get away with increasing her size? Just making her really max sized. Move these guns. So much for small and cheap. Like 10% weight. We've got a bit of an half weight offset. Fine. Now, weight saving. I think we will have to go down to the 10.5 in that case, which is a shame. But that is a lot more reasonable. Still well armoured, but not stupidly so. The only other thing we could do is possibly reduce speed just a touch, but it's not. No, it doesn't give you that much. Induced boilers over forced. Just about. Trying to think what else could be scaled back. What else is still the mid belt? Jeez. And the bulkheads. Standard crew quarters. There we go. I could also reduce bulkheads, but survivability is a serious concern for us, especially with the price of those ships. It's be our most expensive ship by some margin. Not for long, because we will design a new battleship soon. We'll get some new battle. We'll finally get battle cruisers once we actually get a hull that's not terrible. The only other option would be going down in terms of the guns, main guns, rather than using the 10s, using, I don't know, 9s perhaps. Let's have a look at a 9. in comparison. So we would want a 9-inch. See, the 9s can't get up to 45. We'd be limited to well, really, we'd be using a 40. And there's a pretty big difference between those two. Yeah, rate of fire on those 10s is still not amazing. But the accuracy is... Well, it is better. Pretty much double at close range. And they hit harder. So now we're going to stick with the 10s. Hello? Game? Why are my weights gone everywhere? The fuck? Right, there we go. Just needed to update them apparently. Weird. Yeah, we're going to go with that. 8 10-inch 45 guns. I think they'll do well. They've got this kind of low, menacing appearance. I like them. What's the game decided to call them? The Navarras. Okay. But yeah, these are super expensive. But then again, we haven't actually built a ship, a properly modern ship yet. So yeah, the price hike is hard for us. But 64 million for a heavy cruiser is not terrible. You can end up spending hundreds of millions on those things. I think they'll be good. The problem is, and for 1918, that is basically a small dreadnought. A very fast dreadnought, actually. In fact, I'd almost classify her as she's going to be almost battlecruiser-like compared to most of what people are feeling. We only have 4 million a month in the budget, which is probably... Yeah, we can build one at the moment. That is it. Because our economy is still absolutely crap because we're stuck with the nationalists, who are dreadful for the economy overall. Yeah, they give you a big budget, but 6% GDP growth negative. You know, everyone else is rocking 100 million, 100 billion in their GDPs, and we're stuck down here at 30. Like, you know, it is growing, just super slowly. At least we have some oil production now, a little bit of it. Not a lot, but there is some. And we are still building all the destroyers though. So I will continue to build some more Navarras, and I will do what I said I would do, and take the focus off that and put it onto this, because we need the where is that? There's a tech in here, I'm sure. Yeah, double turrets on destroyers. There's one for light cruisers. It's like double and triple turrets for light cruisers. So I'm going to pop the focus down here. Actually, no, not this month. But next month I will put it on. And that will be in the next episode when I actually am able to start designing some light cruisers. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.